इब्तिदा करें, अल्लाह ताला उसकी मदद शामिल होती है। मेरा ये अकीदा है। और मैं सलाह में से पहला डॉक्टर था अलाई से बड़ग्राम में, डॉक्टर जुबा खान और गुल मोहम्मद साहब, वो मुझसे पहले थे। उसके बाद मेरे कोई 8,000 शागिर्द हैं जो हर जगह फैले हुए हैं, बाहर की दुनिया में भी और पाकिस्तान के अंदर भी। और कोई 3 साल में प्रिंसिपल रहा वुमेन मेडिकल कॉलेज, जो जदुन का कॉलेज जो ख्वातीन के लिए है। आजकल भी वहाँ पढ़ाता हूँ, ये नफसियाती और दिमागी मुराद हो, ये बेख्वाबी की और परेशानी हो। खुदा गवाह इतने लोग आते हैं अपनी परेशानी लेकर के, इंसान में सुनता हूँ तो मैं शुक्र करता हूँ कि या अल्लाह जो वक़्त आपने दिया, सुकून से दिया, इत्मीनान से दिया, और उसका मैं इस काबिल नहीं हूँ, लेकिन ये उस रब की मेहरबानी है।
हजारों साल नरगिस अपनी बेनूरी पे रोती है, बड़ी मुश्किल से होता है चमन में दीदावर पैदा। Professor Dr. Aziz Rahman Yousafzai was born on February 9, 1956 in the serene village of Rashang, now known as Tehsil Alai, District Battagram, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. From the very beginning, his life was marked by dedication, brilliance, and an unshakable determination to rise above circumstances. He received his early education from the primary school in Alai during the 1960s. In 1970, he went to Government High School Buttle from 9th class onwards. At that time, Buttle was a 2-day journey on foot from Rashang. Yet, young Aziz never let the distance discourage him. He would walk to school, stay in the hostel, and return home only once every 2 weeks. In 1970, his dedication bore fruit when he topped the matriculation examination under the Peshawar board with distinction, which marked the beginning of a lifetime of excellence. A gifted and curious mind, Professor Aziz displayed extraordinary intellect from his youth. Despite limited resources, he nurtured a passion for both religion and language and translated many of the verses of Holy Quran into English and Pashto during his school years, which earned him high appreciation from his teachers. For FAC, he then went to Islamia College Peshawar, one of Pakistan's finest educational institutions of the time. In 1973, he once again secured distinction in FAC in Peshawar board, which was the only educational board in the province then. Beyond academics, he was a gifted orator and was repeatedly declared as the best Urdu debater, winning national debate competitions. Fluent in Pashto, Urdu, Hindko, English, Arabic, and Persian, he had the ability to express complex ideas with clarity, grace, and humor. His conversations naturally brought together religion, poetry, and intellect, engaging the audience and making him the heart of every gathering. Driven by compassion and a strong desire to serve humanity, he got into Khyber Medical College, Peshawar in 1973, the only medical college in the province at the time. After 5 distinguished years as an outstanding student at Khyber Medical College, he graduated as a doctor in 1979, securing first division and became the 3rd doctor from his entire district and the first from his tehsil, an accomplishment that filled his community with immense pride. Alongside his academic brilliance, he was a lover of poetry and literature and an accomplished sportsman and captain of his school's volleyball team. His ability to balance intellect, art, and athletics was a reflection of his diverse personality. After MBBS, he started his house job at Khyber Teaching Hospital, Peshawar, 1979 till 1980. Following his house job in 1980, he began his medical career as medical officer at Chatar Plain. However, soon after joined the Government Mental Hospital Dodial in 1980, where his true calling in psychiatry began. Dr. Irfan was serving as psychiatrist at Mental Hospital Dodial at the time, who remained his first professional contact and great source of inspiration. Through Professor Aziz's relentless dedication and Dr. Irfan's support, Mental Hospital Dodial gained recognition from the College of Physicians and Surgeons as a training institution for the very first and last time in its history. Professor Aziz was the first and only trainee at Mental Hospital Dodial. His hard work and thirst for knowledge earned him membership in the College of Physicians and Surgeons Pakistan, MCPS Psychiatry, in 1983, which he achieved on his first attempt. During Professor Aziz's MCPS Viva in Karachi, the esteemed Professor Malik Mubashir Late praised him, saying, "Look at this young gentleman who has come from such an underprivileged area, yet he's not dropping a single question. I can see a young budding psychiatrist in him." After becoming a specialist, he worked as a registrar at Mental Health Hospital till 1984. In 1984, he moved from Dodial to Abbottabad and was appointed as a visiting psychiatrist, DHQ Teaching Hospital, Abbottabad, and assistant professor of psychiatry acting charge at Ayub Medical College till May 1985. He was the first one to become an assistant professor among his batchmates from Khyber Medical College in 1985. His excellence soon earned him a permanent position as assistant professor of psychiatry from 1985 to 1997. His services extended beyond borders when he joined the Ministry of Health, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia 1988-1999, where he was honored with a gold medal for excellent services by the Ministry of Health, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In 1997, he was promoted to associate professor and pioneered the establishment of psychiatry inpatient unit at Ayub Teaching Hospital. Under his visionary leadership and tireless commitment, the department, which he founded as the first head of psychiatry with one additional registrar post, grew into a comprehensive 24-bed unit with a psychologist, speech therapist, and later by multiple faculty members including assistant and associate professors. The department was initially started for teaching at undergraduate level. However, his efforts led to the recognition of the psychiatry department as postgraduate training center for MCPS by the College of Physicians and Surgeons, Pakistan, with Professor Aziz as its first ever MCPS supervisor. Another highlight of his services in mental health was the chairing and organizing of the 13th National Psychiatric Conference at Ayub Medical College in 1999 under the theme Reform Mental Health Legislation. This landmark event played a pivotal role in replacing the outdated Lunacy Act of 1912 with the Mental Health Ordinance of 2001. A landmark achievement for mental health in Pakistan. In 2003, he was working as a consultant and head of psychiatry department and was promoted to full professor level. Yet his thirst for knowledge did not stop him there. He pursued and completed his FCPS in psychiatry from PIMS, Islamabad in 2007. At the time, he was also associate member of Royal College of Psychiatrists, London, UK, and member of World Psychiatric Association. His administrative brilliance and remarkable leadership led him to serve as provost of Ayub Medical College for a total of 5 years, and as vice principal clinical from 2011 to 2016. He also remained an active member of College Academic Council from 1986 until his retirement. Due to his deep passion for psychiatry and remarkable leadership skills, Professor Aziz made invaluable contributions in mental health at national level. He was twice elected as the Secretary General of Pakistan Psychiatric Society, where his tenure marked some historic milestones. One of the most significant milestones during his leadership was the launch and first issue of Journal of Pakistan Psychiatric Society, JPPS, a great achievement in the academic advancement of psychiatry in Pakistan. At that time, Professor Khalid Mufti served as the president of PPS and Professor Aziz Rahman Yousafzai as the general secretary of the inaugural issue. Moreover, it was under Professor Aziz's tenure as Secretary General that the Kashmir chapter of Pakistan Psychiatric Society was established for the very first time, further strengthening professional unity among psychiatrists across the region. He was the founder of Ayubian Literary Society to promote literature and poetry and served as chief patron of Poor Patients Welfare Organization, showing his commitment to community service. He also served as President Doctors Association and Secretary General PMA Hazara Division. Following the 2005 earthquake, he was also appointed by the Prime Minister of Pakistan to the National Task Force on Psychosocial Counseling and Trauma Psychology, contributing immensely to the nation's recovery. In 2008, he was certified in EMDR for trauma and PTSD management by the University of Birmingham, UK. Even after reaching the peak of his profession, Professor Aziz continued to teach, mentor, and inspire others. Till 2016, he was serving at Ayub Teaching Hospital as consultant psychiatrist and head of psychiatry unit and vice principal clinical. He took leave prior to retirement from Ayub Medical College and joined Women Medical College as head of psychiatry and vice principal in January 2016. Soon, he was appointed as Principal Women Medical College from 2016 to 2019. He served there till his departure to final abode. From a young age, he loved doing social work and had great interest in reading scientific journals and religious books. His love for Quranic verses remained a defining feature of his personality throughout his life. Most of all, his strongest passion was to advocate against the stigma surrounding mental illness, which was evident in his conversations. He has taught more than 8,000 students since he started teaching in 1984. Most of his students today are professors and consultants, serving in prestigious and well-known places all over the world. He was a revolutionary individual and was quite popular among the colleagues, patients, and students. He served humanity throughout his life, leaving behind a legacy of compassion and commitment. His patients today grieve and pray for him, for they too have lost their source of comfort and relief. His humility, wisdom, and kindness has touched countless lives. Though he is not physically present among us today, his presence as a guiding light and inspiration remains with us as an ongoing charity. He is deeply missed, but never forgotten.
सबका मशहूर हूँ, तहे दिल से इनका मशहूर हूँ और अल्लाह ताला इनको इसका अजर दे, अल्लाह ताला इनको बेहतरीन अजर अता फरमाए। खैरुन नास मन यनफउन नास, इंसानों में बेहतरीन इंसान वो है जो दूसरों को नफा दे, और खिदमत से खुदा मिलता है और इबादत से जन्नत मिलती है।
उजाले अपनी यादों के हमारे साथ रहने दो, न जाने किस गली में जिंदगी की शाम हो जाए।